Hello and welcome. In a recent video I proposed that EV owners planning to travel across the Nullarbor Plains might consider putting their car on the Indian Pacific train instead. These would be EV owners nervous about finding charging in this remote location. They could travel between Perth and Adelaide in comfort, thus avoiding that section of Highway 1 across the Nullarbor where fast charging options are limited. Their car would be waiting for them to continue their holiday knowing that they were now truly driving on an electric highway. Synergy and Horizon Power have put out to tender the supply and installation of charging stations throughout West Australia, but the Nullarbor section of the electric highway remains as a noticeable gap. The gap between Norseman and the South Australian-West Australian border at Eucla is too great for an EV. Just hours after posting this, I saw that the excellent ABC Science Show has stated that the Caiguna Roadhouse plans to install the first EV fast charger on the Nullarbor. This is a welcome initiative by owner Don War and retired engineer John Edwards. Caiguna is 381 kilometres from Norseman and 337 kilometres from Eucla. Remote Nullarbor roadhouses are not on electric grids. Their AC power comes from roadhouse diesel generators. They deliver a maximum power rating between 7 and 11 kilowatts to an EV depending on the car and take 6 to 10 hours to fully charge an empty battery. Solar panels and batteries powerful enough to charge an EV car are too expensive for a roadhouse. $500,000 to construct this was quoted. Instead, a source of fuel once considered waste has been found. Mr. War said that at Caiguna, at any time he has something like 160 to 200 litres of used cooking oil, which is usually discarded. Not very good for the environment. John Edwards' Biofuel tritium generator can use this oil to generate DC power.
Let's plug the gap with EV fast chargers powered by renewable energy. But how? Biofuel is the solution. An EV fast charger running on waste fryer oil. And there's plenty of that out on the Nullarbor. The fryer oil comes from seed crops. The plants absorb the CO2 and sunlight to make the oil, which is put to commercial use in fryers. Then it becomes a waste product. Biofuel extracts the energy from the waste oil to charge the EVs using a generator. The CO2 produced is the same as absorbed. The process is net zero, with no incremental impact on the environment. Please help with a donation so we can plug the gap in the big lap. Thank you.
The 50 kilowatt DC fast charger will reduce the recharge time down to about an hour and a half, depending on the size of the car battery. Crowdfunding provided the supply and installation of this low emissions generator. Predictions are that by 2030, EVs will make up about 30% of new car sales. As EV cars become more popular, the Nullarbor Roadhouse owners would be concerned by declining fuel sales. Being proactive by putting infrastructure in place to sell power to EVs using low-value fuel can replace this lost income. It is early days in the EV story. However, I'm very happy to be on this journey. Thank you for watching.